Alright, the plan for today is to head out and go get some halibut. It's already 7 in the morning though, because I was working on this kayak until like 2 a.m. So I don't know if I'm gonna get there before the wind starts picking up, but we'll see. Let's pack the car. First things first, this huge cooler for all the huge halibut I'm gonna catch. Then I always put my kayak gear into a nice tub. That way it packs easy, and also so that I can wash everything really easily. I just fill that up with water, spray everything down in there and dump it. New net. Do you think this is big enough for halibut and lingcod? I don't know. But my other net was kind of a pain in the butt because it would get all tangled all the time, and it was huge, but I didn't need it for half the things. Then other long items just go in the middle. Boomstick, motor, dry suit, stringer, the super expensive rod setup I found in Pacifica. I myself do not buy rods that don't break down because I don't like how they stick up to the front. Stuff I need to set up my line. All right, a random line holder when I decide that I want to set up more rigs. But that's not my favorite part. My favorite part of setting up, like any kayaker, is getting this 100-pound kayak on the top of my car. Got this huge Hobie out back. Just a security strap on the back. One of 2 cam straps for the side. Just goes under. Both sides go over. Then on to the other side. We'll tighten that down in a bit. Let's get the other one set up. This one in the front's pretty easy to tighten down. It's just a nice ratchet mechanism. All right, let's head out. Stopping in Vacaville for some anchovies because apparently Davis does not have a single store that sells anchovies. Can you believe that? Anchovies secured. I think I'm gonna be, I don't know, kind of late. No matter how early I get up in the morning though, I never seem to make it out on the water earlier than 10 a.m. Of course, as if I wasn't running late enough, had to get gas. I'm kind of worried that by the time I get there, it's gonna be really windy. I know wind's supposed to be around like 12-mile-per-hour gusts at noon. I think I'll be in the water at 10. I don't know how badly the wind will affect the water, and I don't know if there's gonna be like a ton of wind waves. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Getting here took absolutely forever. If there's one thing I miss about living in the bay, it's just being so much closer to the water. It usually takes around 2 hours or an hour and a half to get anywhere from Davis. I want to get set up in like 20 minutes. But whenever you're recording anything, you're just adding so much more time to literally anything. Unless you're already out, it just takes so much longer. So I finally did what I should have done a long time ago. I put some pool noodles on my gear because last time I was in Pacifica, I dropped quite a bit of stuff and I was unable to recover it. But this is the carbon fiber rod and the bait caster that I found in the ocean. So at the very least, I didn't have to replace my rod. All right, got the Torqueedo in. All right, pretty quick setup. I think I set up in around, I don't know, like 25 minutes. Usually it takes me a lot longer. But before I hop in, I wanted to show you guys this. I put in this foot steering kit from Innovative Sportsman, and I don't know how it's gonna work, but I know that that motor was just too much for the Hobie rudder, and it would just always slip out, and it put a ton of strain on this hub right here. So this is just connected directly from here with Dyneema cord into the kayak. Tubing goes in the kayak. Then it comes out right over here, and it's tied onto these foot pedals. So pushing this and letting go of pressure on the other side steers the motor to the other side. So we'll see how it goes. Last time I was here, I brought a trolling motor and I got stuck around like half a mile out because the battery died and I had to paddle back in. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. I just got an error code on the motor, so it might happen. I don't mind paddling for a little bit though. So far, looks good. I'm just gonna change into this dry suit. Seems kind of hot for 2 layers, but I'm kind of worried that the clouds are gonna cover up the sun and then I'm gonna be just chilling. So, all right, let's hop in. We are out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 10:30 now. So I did not beat my 10 a.m. goal, but whatever. That's okay. Let's put this motor in. I've got everything set up, so let's test this pedal system. I can't push. Oh, I can't push both. That's right. I can't push both. I was pushing both, expecting it to turn. Let's see, how well does that steer? Is that everything I hoped for? I mean, it is a lot easier than steering with the rudder. That thing was horrible. It's just kind of weird having to depress one of them while pressing one of them. It doesn't feel instinctual, you know? But hey, it works, and it actually turns pretty well. Anyways, we are fishing with frozen anchovies. The lady at the bait shop was nice enough to give me a bag of ice, which is great because when these anchovies start to thaw, it could be just a pain to cut them. Let me show you guys my setup really quick. Today I've got 50-pound monofilament with a swivel on it, 2 Palmar knots on the braid right there, going down to a 12-ounce weight just to keep that bait on the bottom. And then on the main line, I have just another sliding swivel, 2 uni knots right there. This right here is my sliding snell knot with a octopus hook, and then a uni knot going down to a treble hook. It will have to do for today. There we go, our bait's set up. Let's just try to hit the bottom with this and just start trolling around at a pretty slow speed. All right, so we've been trolling around for like, I'd say around half a mile. It's not too deep here, only around 15 feet. I'm trolling at 1.5 miles an hour, and now we wait. I packed pasta, so I'm just gonna start eating while I wait. And I don't know, I feel like normally any type of fishing action always happens as soon as I start doing something else. So if I'm like getting to the end of my complicated knot, something goes on. If I decide, you know what, right now is a good time to go to the bathroom, I catch a fish. So I put off eating for a bit, but I'm quite hungry. So we are 3 hours in, nothing at all. I think I've seen one person get something. There is no action out on the water here from most of these kayakers out here, all but one. So I have resorted to studying anatomy because I have a midterm in around 6 days. All right, I need to keep studying. I'll be back. We've now increased our trolling speed to 2.5 miles an hour to try to cover more ground because we are getting nothing. I think I'm gonna give it around another hour. I'm gonna just check out one more spot, do maybe like an hour there. Then after that, I'll be on my way back. Let's see, top speed with calm water, not much current. Going 4.7. Not bad. I think we are going a bit against current right now. Not bad at all, but this does burn battery fast. All right, looks like we do have something here. Hey, I might catch something today. What is this? If it's a dead thing, I'm not picking it up. Hey, let's go. Oh, you know where to go. Ah, shoot, did I just run it over? Oh. There's a piece of styrofoam right there. Let's pick it up because that's probably the only thing I'm gonna catch today. Oh man, these pedals are so nice. The kayak just turns, it's so responsive. We're using the net because that's the only thing I'm using this net for today. To catch this piece of styrofoam. All right, there's no missing it. Let's go! We got it! First catch of the day. Successful day. Let's go.